Jennifer Bunyard, and I'm with the Caregiver Background Check Bureau with the Department of Social Services. Today I will be showing you how to log into your Guardian portal, as well as create an application for prospective applicant for your agency. Due to COVID-19 and the current shelter in place, access to live scan vendors has been reduced, so the Department of Justice has agreed to perform name-based searches using an early release of the Caregiver Background Check Bureau's new background check system, Guardian. I will now show you how to log into Guardian. There are two ways you would have received your pre-made username and password. If the department has the email address on file for you, you will have received an email from guardian-noreply@dss.ca.gov. If we do not have an email account on file, you will receive a letter via U.S. mail. Using the URL guardian.dss.ca.gov/agency, you will be brought to this screen. You'll go ahead and select OK. This is where you will put in your pre-created username and your password. If your username is your email address, that means we have an email on file for you, so you'll go ahead and enter that now. Your password will be your facility number. That will be your temporary password. Once logged in, you'll be prompted to change your password with security questions and instructions on how to create that new password. If you did not receive an email, that is because the department does not have your email address on file, and you will be prompted to use the first 10 digits of your facility name along with the last 4 digits of your facility number, omitting any spaces or special characters. Your temporary password will still be your facility number. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my information. This is the end user license agreement. You will have to agree to this every time you log on. You are now brought to the home screen and you're at a glance. Now, in order to add a new person or add an application for an applicant, you will need to go to Applications, Add New. Every time you add a new person, you will have to search for them to make sure there is not currently an existing profile in Guardian. So you'll add in either a social security number, a driver's license or state ID, or a per ID, and a last name or date of birth. Go ahead and select Search. If this person was found in Guardian, their name would show up right here, but our test person has not been found in Guardian, so I'm going to go ahead and select Add New Applicant. You are now brought to the applicant profile where the personal and demographic information will be input. The information you have already entered, the last name and the social security number, are already pre-populated. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a first name, a permanent address, and a date of birth. All these other fields right here, you're more than welcome to enter. It is what's going to be populated on their live scan form, but you don't have to. And then you're going to go ahead and enter an applicant email. So what this does is this sends, once the application is finished, the applicant will get an email instructing them to complete their self-disclosure questions. If your applicant does not have an email, they can create a free email at Gmail, Yahoo, AOL. There's various email platforms where they can create an email address. An email address is required to complete this name-based process. Down here, you will select whether or not the applicant has any prior name or aliases. If they do, you can go ahead and select it here, and you can add as many as you need to. I'm going to go ahead and say my test person does not have any prior names or aliases. And then down here is where you will select if they've had any prior addresses. So my test person is going to have lived in Las Vegas, Nevada, from 2017 to 2018. You can add as many as you need to here. You just add prior address if you need to add one more. And the system will stop you if it has been more than 5 years for an address you're trying to enter. From here, you will be required to enter pre-association information. So if you use the drop-down and select your agency, the request type, program, and position category will already pre-populate, and you'll just go down and select the position of what they're going to be doing at your facility. So our test person is an employee. Now you'll be able to verify the identity of the applicant. So you'll be selecting whatever identity document they've given you. My test applicant will say is the California driver's license. The issuing state or authority is going to be whatever state or authority issued any of these drop-down items right here. So for a California driver's license, it's going to be California. From here, you will enter the document number. And if there is an expiration date, you will put an expiration date. You can also choose to upload the document at this time. You can also withdraw your application if you no longer want to continue with this applicant, or you can save and close to reopen at a later time. Right here, you will certify that the named applicant has appeared before you, that they have completed the form, and that they have presented a valid photo identification, which you have verified, and that live scan services are unavailable to this applicant. From here, you'll be able to review all the information that you've input. You'll be able to see the document that you have uploaded, if you uploaded one, see the identity information, the pre-employment, which is what you put as their position, where they're working. And if you go all the way down, you can edit the profile to change any of these states, or you can change any of the aliases. You can edit the application if needed. So I'm going to go ahead and submit. And then my application was successfully submitted for this applicant. So what that means is it's now the applicant's turn to go into their email. They will select the link that is provided in their email, and they will fill out their disclosure questions. Down here, you have your pre-populated live scan form that you can present to the applicant. They will need to get live scanned at any point live scan services become available for them. So this form is what they will take to go get live scanned. So at this point, there's really nothing else that you as the agency can do other than wait for them to complete their application. They are able to work at this time, but they must complete their online disclosures or their waiver will be rescinded.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.